I am sick right now. I don't feel well. Yeah, I just have been so rough. On Thursday, I was at work and I was like sneezing, and I always sneeze at work. I think I'm like allergic to work. I swear, I don't know what it is. It's like whenever I enter the building, I'll just start sneezing. But anyway, I was sneezing and then I was like, something doesn't feel right in my sinuses. And I was like, maybe there's just like a bit of pollen in my nose, maybe it's got trapped. And then as the day went on, I started to get like that sort of tingly feeling in the back of my throat and like in my nose. And I was like, maybe it's allergies. Maybe it's still allergies. And I went out for dinner. I went to this restaurant which has like fantastic ramen. And I was so excited because I've just sort of gone a bit nuts on ramen. I just love it. And we tried this new restaurant before with some friends, and yeah, I tried their ramen and it was amazing. And I was just so excited. And I went to a shop called Lazy Lobster in Norwich. I'll show you what I bought when I go downstairs. But I got there and I just didn't feel right. I was just feeling really peaky, and then I felt like a bit off balance at one point, which like set my anxiety off because I have one of those brains that's like, oh, you feel a bit off balance. There'll be like 5 jumps to you're going to die. You know, if you have one of those sort of anxiety brains, you'll know what I mean. So I'm just sat there like in my head, just like spiraling, but out externally, just like, this is delicious. But I do so much better now to not like get fully like leap into the rabbit hole. You know, the spiral happens, but I am able to be like, oh my God, this is so terrifying. But also, I know this is my brain spiraling. This isn't like fact and I don't need to listen to it. But I was just like progressively feeling worse, and I was like, I don't think this is anxiety, as in where I was starting to feel off balance. I was like, I think, like in my head, I'm like, I think I'm sick. And by the time I got home, I was just like, it was just like my nose was streaming and my throat was so sore. I just laid on the sofa for the rest of the night. And that's been me since Thursday, and it's now Monday. I'm doing better than I was, but I'm still not well. I'm assuming you could probably hear in my voice, maybe. I don't know. There might be a lot of sniffles and coughs in this part of the video. But it's currently November 17th. And I haven't filmed... Oh, there's a bit of a neither. I haven't filmed anything for November yet because I have been focusing on editing, as is like the fucking curse of this channel. How many videos have I said, oh, I'm focused on editing? But I actually have. So what I decided to do was, I said, I'm going to recap all of the months until November, because I had filmed things and I had pictures, and I didn't want to go from May to November and miss out all of those months in between. I'm going to just do recap videos. I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to do a quick recap of what I did in each of those months and get caught up to November. And since deciding that, I have now managed to get caught up pretty much. The video that I'm currently working on is my recap of August, September and October, because it made sense just to merge it all in, because there was like periods of time where I didn't really film anything. And once I get this like finished, I will be caught up, like completely caught up, and I can just like focus on current day video, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I really am like itching to get into some crafting or something, but I really don't feel very well. Anyway, I'm going to try and like put some laundry in the machine and maybe try and do some dishes, but I just feel like shit. This bug has made me feel really fatigued, and I had a cold really similar to this in August that also made me really fatigued. I feel like since I think last year it was maybe that I got like a flu or something. It might have been COVID, I don't know. I've had COVID before as well, that was rough. But I had like a flu and that had me like stuck in bed for days. Like this bug, Friday, I was in bed the whole day. Like literally I was so fucked. Saturday I was kind of like a bit half and half. And then yesterday and today I've been able to sort of get up. But just like the fatigue with bugs, I feel like has been more than I've ever experienced in my life. So yeah, I just feel exhausted. I'm really pleased with where I've got to with editing. and I recently finished a puzzle that I started, I don't know when, months ago I think, this like cat puzzle. And I really enjoyed it, actually. It was really nice. Yeah, the colours are beautiful and I love cats. And I decided I'm going to donate this one back to the charity shop. So I put my little stamp in and wrote my name in the bottom. And I packaged it up, ready to go to the charity shop. Because I am trying to be a bit more conscious of like hoarding stuff. I just love things. I love stuff, but I end up with too many things and everything's a mess everywhere because I have too many. So that one's gonna go to the charity shop, and then I started this other one that I got from a charity shop, because the thing is, like, with a lot of the stuff I have, I get it from like charity shops and things, so it is like reusing or recycling, you know, which I think makes it less bad. Because it's not not all of the stuff I buy all the time is new stuff, which is creating more like garbage everywhere. It's secondhand, so yeah. But I'm trying to be, as always, a bit more conscious about these things. And I think I have been, and I'm going to continue to be a bit harsher with buying puzzles from the charity shop until I've like done a lot of the puzzles that I have, unless they're very unique ones, like the murder mystery ones, or just like unusual puzzles. But the regular ones I'm going to try and like cut down on. However, yeah, I started this other one, which I really love the picture of. It reminds me of Rear Window, is it? That movie? The guy's like broke his leg and he's just like people watching in the window. That would so be me. If I lived somewhere where I could just like, okay, this is gonna actually, I realise like what I'm saying, this is gonna sound terrible and really creepy. I was about to say, if I lived somewhere where I could just sit and look at everyone's windows. That sounds so creepy. I do not mean that in a creepy way. I just enjoy people watching. I don't want to watch people like in a creepy way. But, you know, like if you sit in like a coffee shop or something, especially if you can sit upstairs and you can like watch a busy high street and stuff like that. That kind of stuff I love. I'm not trying to like watch people like, you know, fucking getting changed or something. This just sounds, I feel like I'm digging myself into a hole. Whatever. This puzzle reminded me of that. And I love the like evening scene as well. Yeah, it looks really pretty. So I do feel like the quality of the puzzle pieces aren't great in this puzzle, but I'm looking forward to finishing building it. I mean, I've only just started, so it's going to take me a while. But yeah, I just thought I would like do a little starting point for this video. I don't know how it's going to go for the rest of the month, really. I know that I need to make a game club patch because we have No, I'm Not a Human, I think is the name of the game. That's this month's game club game, and me and my partner have been playing it, and we need to finish it still, but I think we're quite close to the end. And I have like a general idea of what I want to do for the patch, which is good. It's always a good start, but I need us to finish it so that I can just sort of like solidify that the idea I have is what I'm going to do for the patch. And outside of that, I don't think there's anything like pressing arts and crafts wise that I need to get done. Yeah, that's just like a little recap. I will show you what I got from Lazy Lobster in a minute. Yeah, so I'm going to show you what I got from Lazy Lobster. It's got a little bit crinkled because it's been in the bag since I got home on Thursday evening, because like I said, I got home and I was like in bed and sick. The cat's going to come and start screaming at me now, I think. But I saw this on their Instagram. It's a junk journal calendar for 2026. And I was like, oh my God, I want to get that. And I tried to look on their Instagram, not Instagram, I tried to look on their website to have a look at it, see what it was like inside. But I couldn't get any of the images to load on the website for some reason. So since we were in the city and we were eating nearby, I was like, let me go in and have a look and see if they have it, and they did have it, so I picked it up. And basically, it has, like, I'm just opening up to March here, it has spaces for you to, like, stick stuff in and write stuff. So, this month's treasures, draw a flower every day this month, turn your favourite song into a doodle, collect all the best stickers and sticky things here, what you're reading, eating, playing, obsessing, recommending and treating. So, each month has like different versions of those. So let's see what April's is. Yeah, so it's different. So April is like, stick a completed to-do list here, Fold it up if you need to. Easter egg wrapper collection. Create a rain shower. Bits and bobs that made me smile. So I'm really looking forward to putting this up, and I feel like it'll be such a fun like way to be creative through the month in like little bursts. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Lazy Lobster is the place that, I'm not sure if I added in one of my previous videos, Lazy Lobster is the place that I got the like Sylvanian Families t-shirts and the Undiagnosed But Something Ain't Right jumper. I really love going into Lazy Lobster. They have like such a good selection of just cool shit, to be honest. It's probably good that I don't get to the city very often, otherwise I feel like I would go broke buying stuff in there all the time. But yeah, I thought I'd share that because that's really cool. Calendar for next year. And also, something I love about that shop is that they have a little basket at their till that has like junk journal stuff in it, if you know what I mean. Like it has like bits of paper and stickers and washi tapes and stuff, and you can just take something out of there if you want to. It's free there, and people donate stuff. So next time I go, I'm gonna like grab some stuff that I have that I'm not using or I don't think I'll use, and like donate it to that basket, because I got this sticker that says "You are not your negative thoughts," and I got this roll of washi tape that's just like beautiful, and there's quite a lot on there, because I said to the person at the till, I was like, do I just take a piece of it? And she was like, no, you can take it all if you want. So I'm gonna gather some stuff whenever I go through any of my stuff, or when I'm crafting, I'm gonna gather some stuff for when I go next that I can like donate to the basket, because getting like a whole roll of washi tape like that as well for free is mental. I thought I'd share that. I also mentioned, I think in my last video, about this junk journal that I made, and I don't know that I fully added in like pictures or video to like show. I need to go get a drink. I'll be back in a second. I think my body is telling me that I need to relax. So, but I just want to tell you about this quickly and then I'm going to go and relax. Yeah, this is the junk journal I made. And I thought I'd just add a little bit in here, even though I talked about it in the last video, to just show it off, because I'm really pleased with it. It did get a bit lumpy, because I used PVA glue, and maybe I shouldn't have used PVA glue, or I should have done it differently, but also it's a junk journal, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, I used the wrapping paper from my birthday gifts, cowboy fruits, and I had these like foam letters, so I stuck those on. It says junk, and this cute sticker, which I think I actually got from Lazy Lobster also, in like a little lucky bag thing. And yeah, I've just been junk journaling in there, just messy, silly stuff. I made like a advertisement for like a theme park where people get eaten by dinosaurs. Because why not? Dinosaurs and crocodiles. And I stuck a Lego sheet from when I got some Lego characters out of a lucky, you know, the blind bag things. And I started working on a page here where I'm going to put a picture of a house. And I'm probably going to make like something in the window look really like creepy staring out. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this turned out. So the cover is from a smoothie box, covered it in birthday wrapping paper, and the inside pages are just brochures that I got from like a leaflet stand, and cut them in half, stuck them in here, and now I have a free book. It cost me nothing to make this. I now have a full junk journal that I can use and fill up. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm kind of like, why didn't I make something like that before? It's a great way to like reuse things and get like a full journal for free. So it's a win-win situation. But yeah, I was gonna maybe craft, or I was gonna try and do some chores, but I feel fucked. So I'm just gonna go and relax and eat some lunch, and maybe I'll feel a little bit better later. I don't want to push myself too hard too soon and then feel worse and like drag this out, because I feel terrible and I'm really not sleeping very well because of it. And also like getting sick sets off my like health anxieties, which I can handle a lot better now. I don't like spiral as much, but it's still not fun. I still have to like sit with the uncomfortable feelings and like thoughts, which I can do, but it's just not enjoyable. And when I feel like shit, I also don't want to have to, like, do the mental work. Although, look, it's a good time for me to practice just letting my brain, like, do what it does and not, like, get sucked in to it. But yeah, I don't want to prolong this bug. I want to get better so that I can just get into stuff and get back to some normality. I have, like, some holiday at the end of this week as well, and I really don't want to be sick for it. I want to actually be able to maybe go out, enjoy things, go and see friends. I was supposed to go to play D&D with friends this weekend, and I couldn't because I was sick, so yeah, I want to be better for this weekend. So I'm going to go and relax. You might hear Dexter yowling. Maybe Dexter's also like, yeah, go and fucking settle down. Go and relax. Why are you down here trying to do things? You should be upstairs relaxing. So I'm going to do it. I hope the mic's okay. The hoodie is so thick that it can't magnetise. Usually it sticks to my top with like a magnet. Magnets. Okay, I've got my coffee. Guess what day it is? It's the last Wednesday of the month, which means it's Game Club Gay. Gay? Game Club Day. Which also means it's the day that I need to draw the patch because I leave everything last minute and I don't know why. I don't know why. I do not know. Well, I have an inkling as to why, but we'll see in about 2 or 3 years. So yeah, it's the last Wednesday of November. I feel like the camera's really wonky. Is it actually, or is it just my imagination? I guess I can fix it when I edit it if it is wonky. I just had Charity Shop deliver a bookcase to the house. It's huge, but also it was a bit difficult because I have stuff everywhere and I had to like move stuff. Every time like a situation like this happens, I'm like, I look around and I'm like, oh my God, it's like Hoarders. It's literally like an episode of Hoarders in here. And I know that it's messy. I am aware, I live in it. But I feel like there becomes an extra level of awareness when people are coming around, especially people that are strangers, because you're like, oh God. Like, it is messy in here, but a lot of the stacks of stuff, I know what it is. I know why it's there. So there's a part of me that's like, I understand it. The stranger won't. And to be honest, in the new year, I know you shouldn't wait until the new year, but I'm not trying to like organise my whole life in December before Christmas. Like, it's not happening. But I think like next year, I want one of my goals to be to like get organised in some fashion. It doesn't mean have like a perfect home, perfectly like tidy home, because I know that that's not, I'm not saying like that's not a possibility for me so I don't try. It's just I know from a lifetime that I am just a really messy person and an unorganised person. And I can be organised in some ways, but for the most part, it's just chaos all the time around me. But I do need to, I think it's like finding storage solutions, right? Finding homes for everything and being better about not buying lots of stuff. But talking of buying lots of like unnecessary things, I have some little blind bag things that I got. I got this one like a month ago and I haven't opened it yet because I said that I'd wait until, to myself, I was like, I'll open this in my video because I feel like it'd be fun. And there's a little Polly Pocket one and I love Polly Pocket. I've been thinking about it recently, like I miss my Polly Pocket sets from when I was a kid. I think I might have the Winnie the Pooh one somewhere. I don't think I have all the characters anymore, but I think I might have the Winnie the Pooh one. And also I feel like I have a hair on my tongue. Today I'm going to be drawing the patch. I drew a sketch, an idea. So, and also I'm going to try and not shake this table. So if the video's shaky, I apologise. I have a sketch drawn up. So I know what I'm going to draw for the patch. So I'm already like halfway there. Do you know what I mean? I've just got to trace it and figure it out. But I'll get into that when I get to drawing. I'm going to open these first and I'm going to yap a little bit. So the first one I got is a Care Bear. Care Bears. And there's options on the back of what you could win. What you could get. Oh my God, it contains 2 mini bears. Okay, I thought there was only one in here. I won the Sleepy Bear and the one with the 4-leaf clover. I don't really know the Care Bears by the name, but I think they're cute. So let's go. Let's see what we got. Oh, I got the 4-leaf clover one. Okay, I got 4-leaf clover bear and I got Sunshine Bear. I don't know their names. Do Care Bears have like individual names? Are they like Sunshine, Rainbow, Clover, stuff like that? Or, I don't know. But I thought they were cute. I have the Sad Bear on my backpack. I think I showed in a video my pins for my backpack. I'm just making sure I don't have... I made a mocha, so I might have hot chocolate powder on my hand. Can you see him? Did you see it? It's really hard for me to tell with this camera if it's in focus. But hopefully you can see him. Oh my God. He like launched out of the bag. And I got little Lucky Bear. That's so cute. I like this one a lot. I've been thinking about Ireland a lot. Why is he so dirty? Oh, it's because he dropped. I was like, why has he got like dust all over him? It's because he just dropped on the floor 2 seconds ago. So they're really cute. Yeah, I've been thinking about Ireland a lot lately. My Irish roots. I am half Irish. I don't know why I had to state that. I guess because I'm not like Irish roots and the roots are like 5 generations ago. Which, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. People can say what they want about where they're from. I'm not judging if your Irish roots are 5 like generations ago. All right, I'm just saying. Arguing with my brain again. And the next one is, actually I started opening it before I even talked about it. Polly Pocket Takeout. So it just looks like it's a little like fast food themed thing. And the Polly Pocket's like in a little seat, like a little car. And I just thought it was adorable. And so I said to myself, you deserve that. What does he say on fucking, do it lady? That's what popped into my head when I saw it. Do it lady, and I did it lady. I picked one up. Let's see if I can actually open it. I was sick recently. Well, you would know because that was probably the last clip in this video. I was sick for like a week and a half. It's horrible. But I started to feel better. By about like Saturday, I started to get to some normality. And it's currently Wednesday. I managed to go and visit some people, and on Sunday I went out to a restaurant. I went out and had a meal and it was really nice. I really do feel like I have a fluff on my tongue and it's driving me nuts. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I went out for a meal. I had gone out another day for a meal, but I can't remember when it was. And it's really nice because the places are starting to decorate for Christmas. And I really love Christmas decorations. I love Halloween and I love Christmas. I do. But Christmas, I think I love a bit more because, I don't know, there's like a certain feeling with Christmas, isn't there? It's like kind of the feeling of home a little bit. I don't know if it's the same feeling, but it's just like a warmth and a comfort. And I feel like a brief period where maybe you could feel like everything's going to be okay, even though I do get a bit anxious about it and stressed. And I get sad sometimes that Christmas isn't like how it was when I was a kid, you know? But for the most part, I feel like Christmas is a time where we can all hopefully just get together and have a nice time together, you know, and we can maybe forget about the difficult things. So yeah, I do really love Christmas, and people like decorate their gardens, and I really love like the drive home from work. Normally I can see a lot of like Christmas lights in places, and it really cheers me up a lot because I get a bit like depressed at this time of year. I think a lot of people do. You get like seasonal depression, don't you? And I need to make sure that I take my vitamins because I've gotten like a vitamin D deficiency so many times in my life. So I know at winter time it definitely is the danger zone for becoming vitamin D deficient. I do leave the house so much now though. Not to brag. I always talk about it. I talk about it and I mention it a lot because I spent so much of my life not going out of the house that it's a really big deal for me, and that's why I mention it a lot. It's like, it is a really big deal. So being able to like combat that, super important to me. So I feel like I need to say it sometimes as well because I needed to hear more people saying that they managed to combat that when I couldn't leave the house, you know? So that side of it is also why I mention it a lot because I thought it would never end for me, and it did because I was able to, so. And it's funny because in the place that I went on Sunday, oh no, it was Monday, sorry, I didn't go out for a meal on Sunday, I went on Monday. Because I was off work on Monday and I'm not usually. The place I went on Monday, they had a fire, like an actual fire in there that you could sit by, not like the place didn't set on fire. And I was looking at it and I was like, God, that's so lovely. And I was saying to my partner, like, I can't believe, and as I like was saying that, I recognised what was happening. But I was like, I can't believe, you know, how many places have fireplaces this year. And then I was like, it's probably because I leave the house now. I never really went anywhere. So I didn't get to go to places to see if they did have fireplaces. And I think a lot of like stuff this past year, I've been like, God, I can't believe how many birds there are. I can't believe how many bugs I've seen, you know. Like there's so many things this past year that I've been so surprised that I've seen. And I'm just like, how is there so much of this? And it's because I'm actually going outside. It's really nice. It's nice to have that revelation. Sometimes it's sad because I look back at like the years I lost to like anxiety and panic that stopped me from experiencing all of that. And I've gone through that. I mean, I feel like all my life really I've been quite avoidant of going out. There are periods in my life, like where I would go out more. But for the most part, all of my life, I've kind of been terrified of leaving the house for one anxiety reason or another. It's just certain periods got to places where I didn't at all leave the house, or I would only leave for specific reasons, like going to work or having to get food, like food shop. But for the most part, then I would just never leave the house, you know? So it's something I've always like dealt with, but it has had hit levels where I really didn't go anywhere, and it was like that for like quite a lot of years. But yeah, I just think it's really great to recognise that it's so important, and it makes me sad that I didn't do that, but it makes me happy that I am doing it now. And I'm gonna do my best to not get back to the place that I was at where I couldn't leave the house. I'm gonna like look after myself in all of the ways I've learned to, even when it's difficult, to not get back into that place, you know? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe one person will watch a video and they'll be like, that's what I needed to hear. I needed to hear someone talking about this. So there you go. If you are that one person, I hope it helps, that you absolutely can get to where I am. I'm not like fully, you know, where I want to be, but you know, to me a year ago, I am like fucking flying right now, you know? So important to celebrate your wins. This is like a little burger box, and it has like food wrap around it, sort of thing. Oh, 2 things dropped out. Oh, they have like cupcake. So that has cupcake pattern and that has sprinkle pattern. So I'm wondering if this is going to be like a cake themed one rather than a burgie. I actually don't know which one I wanted. I think I would have been happy with any. Oh my God, it is. It's a little cake box. It's a little cake box. How do I open it? I don't want to break it. Do I just pop it open? Oh my God. This is so cute. Oh my God, this is so cute. Look at that. It's a little bakery and it has like a little cake car inside of it. Adorable. So I guess the things inside here are the Polly. Oh, cute. We have like a little short haired Polly. Wait, is this a Polly or are there different characters, or it doesn't really say. I don't know if this is Polly with a short haircut or somebody else. But there's the little Polly. It might be Polly with short hair. So let's put you in the chair. Get your feet inside the ride. Oh, okay, that's the seat for Polly there, I think. How am I supposed to sit you in here? You don't sit. Your little arms are sticking outside the ride. And then we have... Oh, there's like a little... Oh, how cute. Oh, I'll show you guys in a second. Sorry, I think I need to stop explaining myself. You know, I talk about this mental health stuff and I'm like, I'm just saying this because... Blah, blah, blah. And maybe I just need to just fucking talk about what I want to talk about and stop over-explaining. So there's a little table and chairs that came with it that I put in there. The little cakey has the little Polly and the cakey. And I think you put it here and then it shoots out. That is adorable and I love it. I absolutely love it. So there's like loads of different varieties. There's one that looks like a basket of strawberries. There's like a burgie. There's like pancakes. The burger one's really cute and I did want that one because the car is like a little pack of fries. But 10 out of 10. Also, this is what it was wrapped in. So you know I'm keeping that. You know I'm keeping that bit of paper to stick to something. So they're my little blind bags. That's kind of like what I've been up to lately. I also found a Sylvanian family set, can you believe it, at the charity shop. I was wearing my Sylvanian family t-shirt, my like out buying silly little treats t-shirt on that day. And I said to my partner that I was going to look in the kids sections on the off chance that I see any of Sylvanian families. And I found a set, it was like an unopened set, but the box was like damaged, so the box was open, if you know what I mean. And it's this really cool like little train set, and it came with like a little character. And all of the little bits and pieces were in sealed plastic bags still, so it hadn't been opened. But unfortunately, the sticker sheet was missing, so I guess it must have dropped out of the box at some point. So I'm gonna maybe try to like make my own stickers, or just like cut out maybe like sticker labels to the right shape and then glue it on and then just colour them in or something to add a bit of decoration where it's missing it. But I was just like, I can't believe it. And in one of the other charity shops I went in that day, they had like a Sylvanian family mansion. It was huge. And I was like, if I had the room, I would 100% buy this. What I found interesting is in another charity shop on Monday, I saw a little Sylvanian family's house and I said to my partner, I see these like houses, but I'm not seeing the little figures. So I don't know whether they just go really fast or I know some charity shops like sell things on eBay and stuff, so I don't know whether they just like keep them back to sell online for more money. But I was like, it's so strange that I'm seeing these sets. Now I'm actually looking, I'm seeing these like houses, but I'm not seeing any characters. So yeah, but yeah, I hadn't done too much because I was sick. So sick as fuck. I think I said that last time I was sick. So yeah, and I also, I don't know if I said, but when I went to Lazy Lobster, not the when I got the calendar, but before, I got this bumper sticker. As if you could outrun me. I got this bumper sticker. I don't drive. I do have, well, yeah, I do like half own a car, but I don't drive it. So when I do drive and I maybe get my own car, I'm going to stick that on the back. And when I went, this is stuff I got when I went to get my hair done and I went into the city and I got myself treats for being brave and going to the city on my own. I got this sticker, which is me. I am cringe, but I am free. I mean, it says I'm cringe but free, but there's the meme that's like, I may be cringe but I'm free or something. I got this school dinner sticker that has my most loved sprinkles cake with custard that I never stopped thinking about as an adult. I got this, please be patient with me, I'm from the 1900s. And this was my reward for... This meme is like one of my favourite meme things, but it was also my reward for doing difficult stuff. It's an I tried star. It's a keychain. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I really am trying. I did a lot that day, like a lot of difficult stuff. And I was like, you deserve this. You deserve this not just for this day, but for every day that you keep looking after yourself. So, and putting the work in, because it's hard. And although I can do more things now, it's still active work. It's not like I can just, I don't know, it's hard because you've got to do less to get better. You do things, but a lot of it is like trying to do less things. It's really weird and strange, but it's something like, you know, I need to keep an eye on still. So yeah, anyway, I deserve this because I still am trying a lot. And I tried, like the balked, you tried, there was an attempt, gold star meme is like one of my favourites. I love it. So yeah, I did that, I got that. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys these drawings I did when I went to Five Guys. I went to Five Guys a long time ago, but I did some little drawings of Pink Cat and Big Pidge having Five Guys together, and I was going to stick it on the corkboard in Five Guys, because they have like bits of paper and crayon. But my partner was like, they're really good. Are you sure you don't want to take them home? Because you're probably going to want to stick them in your journal. And I was like, yeah, I probably will. But I think actually I might stick them on the wall behind me, because I really like them. So... there's just like a random little update of things I've done. Anyway, I better start drawing the patch because it's 11 o'clock. Oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock? Excuse me, I'm up. I'm up out of bed I'm spitting, that's how shocked I am. I am up and I'm out of bed on my day off of work. I've already made a coffee, which is probably getting cold. It's okay. I've had a bookcase delivered. I've tidied some stuff up and it's only 11 o'clock. Excuse me. A lot of the time I would take the opportunity on a Wednesday to sleep in undisturbed because I have the morning afternoon to myself. So nothing would wake me, you know, a lot of the time, unless I guess the cat went nuts. I normally can just like rest for however long I want, which is good, but also bad because then I lose like a lot of the morning. So it's just a surprise to me to be at this point and it's not even like 1 o'clock yet. I don't know why it is, because I was streaming on Wednesday, so I'd have to get up latest 9 o'clock anyway. Normally on a Wednesday I go for a walk, but I don't really feel like going for a walk today. And I know when I don't feel like going for a walk is when I probably should, but I'm just also really tired today. I'm a bit overwhelmed, and also like my fucking, what do they call it in Red Dead 1? My uterus is hysteric or something. I've got a hysterical uterus right now. So I kind of just want to stay in the hoodie and fester. So I might do that. I might actually today just take the day off of walking. Anyway, I'm rambling a lot. I need to draw the patch. My point was, I need to draw the patch. And on Wednesdays, I, at the moment, watch Critical Role because they release it for, like, members on a Thursday, and then it doesn't become available to me until the following Wednesday. And because I don't work Wednesdays, I now have gotten into a routine where I will chill on the sofa because I think I might have talked about this, or maybe I haven't. I've been actively trying to relax more to combat the overwhelm, but actually relax, not beat myself up the whole time I'm relaxing. And I have got I've been sitting on the sofa and just watching Critical Role, and it's great. It's great because sometimes relaxing for me is I'm so stressed, I'm going to do this thing to avoid everything that's stressing me out, and the whole time I'm going to be stressed while I'm doing this thing because I should be doing all those things I'm stressed about. Now I'm introducing, this is the time where you sit down, this is your allocated time where you sit down and you relax. And my brain will still be like, but I'm like, nope. This is allocated relaxing time. And this is what I should be doing right now because it's allocated. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you get overwhelmed and you get stressed, try practicing that because it actually helps. Because now I sit down and my brain's like, oh my God, you have it. And I'm like, this is the relaxation zone, okay? This is the allocated relaxing time. And yeah, I mean, afterwards then my brain does look around and be like, oh God, all of this stuff. But in the allocated relaxing time, it's good. And I feel like I'm getting less overwhelmed and I'm recharging more than I used to, which is really good. I realise this is 40 minutes long now and all I've done is talk and I've not made anything. I'm going to draw the patch. Basically, my point was, Wednesdays are for watching Critical Role, but I need to do the patch. So I'm going to start doing the patch now so I can watch Critical Role. That was what I was trying to say. That took me 2 seconds to say. Instead, I went on a whole ramble. So, let me show you. Yeah, so I have a drawing. I was going to show the actual book, but it's my sketchbook that I draw in at work. And I knew if I brought it home, I'd then forget to bring it back to work. And then I wouldn't have a sketchbook at work. But this is basically the drawing, the sketch I've done. So, the game is No, I'm Not a Human. And I've drawn Devious George holding Dexter. I've tried to make him look as unusual as possible because the artwork for No, I'm Not a Human is really weird. Really weird shit. Kind of reminds me of creepypasta artwork. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable. I've drawn this idea up. One thing is I'm going to need to try and warp it a little bit because the image is supposed to be that you're looking through a spy hole. So everything sort of needs to be rounded, so I'm going to try and do that. And the text box is going to say something different. I'm going to change the text box to one that has options and says something slightly different, same thing but a bit slightly different. So this is the plan for today. I'm going to sit and do that, and then I'm going to watch Critical Role. I'm going to go grab my iPad and we're going to fucking get to work. The beautiful thing about this game is that the artwork is kind of pixely. So where I had talked about the peak patch being, although I zoomed in on the image of the peak patch recently, and it wasn't as pixelated as I thought it was. I don't know what I was seeing. I think I was just stressing out. But if this one looks a bit pixely, I'm not going to draw it in lower quality, but if this one looks a bit pixely, it'll actually go with the way the artwork is, which is good. Oh my God, I need to charge this shit. I had a dream last night. I don't sleep, I just dream. I had a dream last night that I made for a job or my Etsy store that is still on holiday. I had a dream that I made necklaces and they're in really tiny, so the necklace has really tiny frames on it with sentimental image, photos inside of them. And then it has a charm that says grandma or granddad and stuff like that. And they were beautiful in my dream. I was like, oh my God, these are gorgeous. I make these? And then I woke up and I was like, oh my God, those are gorgeous. I should make those. And then I had that thing where I always have when I make anything where I'm like, did I think of this thing? Did I think of this thing? Or have I seen this somewhere and I've forgotten that I've seen it? And if I make this, am I going to be copying something someone's made? And I won't remember that I have seen it, and then I'm fucking stealing someone's shit and I don't even realise. Welcome to anxiety. Welcome to an anxious brain that never shuts up. Do you know how many times I draw something and I'm like, oh man, especially if I draw something I like, which is happening way more than it has ever happened in my life. But if I draw something and I'm like, oh my God, I love this, instantly my brain's like, but how do you know you haven't stolen this from someone? And I'm like, have I stolen this from someone? Have I seen this drawing somewhere else? And my brain's like, I don't know. Have you? And I'm like, I don't know. You're telling me that I might have stolen this. And my brain's like, yeah, what if you have stolen this? What if you saw this image yesterday? And today you're like, oh, this is a great idea for a drawing, and you don't remember that you... There's a prime example of how an anxiety disorder functions. What if you have a terrible illness and you're not aware? Do I have a terrible illness? I don't know. But what if you do? Have you thought about how you're breathing? No, well, now I'm thinking about how I'm breathing. Oh yeah, it does. My breathing does feel a little bit tight, actually. Yeah, you probably have a terrible illness and you don't know about it. You know? So yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. As someone who's making an effort to draw more and make art, that's really fun to go through every time I make anything or have any idea for anything I want to create. Okay, so where do I begin? Maybe I should should I angle the camera downwards and you guys can see? You can see my tablet. Want to see my tablet, Gromit? Let's get a image here so I can see what sort of thing I'm working with. No, it needs to be bluer, doesn't it? More blue, please. Oh, that looks more like it. Okay, so where am I? Where do I begin with this one? I guess probably doing line work first. This is an odd one. This isn't like a style I'm comfortable replicating, so it's going to be I'm trying to make it look similar to the art style, but in my own style, you know, type of exercise here. I guess the plus side of this is that if it looks terrible, I can just say it's meant to look that way because it's a horror. You know what I mean? The game's a horror, so the image is also meant to be horrifying. Do you know what I mean? That's a good way to get out of get out of jail free card when it comes to bad art. It's meant to be that way, actually. Yeah, the style is actually meant to be terrible and scary and look awful, so thank you for the compliment. This brush is odd. I don't know that I've used this brush before. I must have because it's in my options, but I don't know why I used it. I was watching reels of Arthur Morgan this morning, so the cowboy voice, I mean, it's always in effect, but it's in full effect today. And I forgot to warp it, didn't I? I forgot to warp. Maybe I can warp the rest of it. When I was talking to Devious Draws about this, he said that he can warp it for me should I have difficulty doing that. So I think I might need him to, because I think I would need more time to figure out how to warp this. So I might let him do that. Had I not left it till the last minute, as always, I could have put a bit of time into figuring that out, but I don't have the time. So you know what? I'm going to work with what I have, and that's all right. I can do that. I got this. This is actually quite fun. Obviously, I'm not really... I do have that drawing that I had on my phone. I'm not really referencing it too much. I think I'm just gonna sort of go with the flow with this because it is supposed to be bizarre, and I think that gives me leeway to just sort of do what I want. You know what I mean? I mean, I do have with these patches leeway to do what I want, but I think I can just make this look as unusual and as weird as I want. And that's going to be fine. So I'm actually really enjoying this. Holy shit. Human has revelation that art can be fun. Actually enjoys herself. Crazy. I wanted to yell no crazy just then, but that's such an in reference that a couple people who may end up watching this video would get. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a good November so far. Like I said, I'm just I was sick for a lot of it. It was a week and a half. I was sick. But my partner was also sick earlier in the month, so it's kind of just been one of those months, unfortunately. But I think I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, I've been watching Critical Role. I'm really loving the 4th campaign so much. So much. It's so fun. So much that when I was waiting for the last episode, I started watching it from the start again because I just am enjoying this campaign so much. It's actually quite nice because I don't watch TV anymore. It's been a while since I've had the thing where you have to wait per episode. A lot of the time anything I'm watching is obviously if I watch YouTube content, I have to wait until someone uploads another YouTube video. But shows wise, I am normally just binge watching stuff, and with Critical Role, I listened to the 1st campaign, and I have started the 2nd campaign, but what am I saying? Yeah, it's nice, kind of nice to have that feeling again of oh my god, I have to wait a whole week, you crazy? No, crazy. Oh god, again, only
3 people will get that. And I don't even care. I'm saying it for those 3 people if they watch this. I feel like I'm going to end up saying that like at work or something and people are going to be like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's nice to have that feeling again where I'm like, I have to wait another week. So I've been watching that. So I used to watch a YouTube channel called Cow Chop, but unfortunately they don't make content anymore. And 3 of the people from Cow Chop have started a YouTube channel called Little Brother. So I have been watching that that's another thing, like every Sunday a new episode of that comes out, and it's been really nice. I love Cow Chop. Sometimes I'll go back and watch old Cow Chop stuff. What else have I been watching? I watch a bit of like Germa here and there. A lot of the time it's just Germa compilations, more so than like streams or anything. I started watching Brutal Moose did another bingo, like another set of bingo streams. This time he was playing PlayStation 1 games. It was PlayStation 1 bingo. I need to get back to catching up with that, but I was enjoying that quite a lot. I watch a lot of Sylvie the Queen also. I love her videos, and I've been rewatching her videos while I wait for more of her videos to come out, because I really enjoy her. I really enjoy her content and her, like, the way she talks about stuff, the way she talks about, like, body image stuff and just the world and things I really like. I find her really interesting. Yeah, I've been sort of rewatching through her stuff. So that's kind of like what I've been watching in November. And that's probably, to be honest, just what I watch in general anyway, but as like a little November recap on what I've been watching. Listening wise, I have been listening to Joji again, because Joji released some stuff and he's got an album coming out in February. So I've been on a bit of a Joji listen. I would love to see Joji live. I don't think he'll ever come to like Norwich, but if he did, I would lose my mind. I'm not at the point yet where I would travel somewhere to see a live show. Although I'm doing great in with my anxiety disorder and getting better, I'm not like at that sort of level yet. Although I have agreed next year to go to see a live show where I don't have to travel that far, which I'm really excited about, but I'm also nervous a lot about, because I haven't been to a live show. So I think the last like live show I went to was a drag queen. I went to see Shangela in Norwich, and that was so many years ago. And it was great, but concert wise, been a really I think it's Fall Out Boy was the last concert I went to. So yeah, I'm quite nervous. It's going to be quite interesting. Like large crowds and bright lights and loud noises is quite a lot for me, but I'm not afraid to have panic attacks anymore, and I'm not in the depths of health anxiety anymore. So I don't think, unless my health anxiety flares up suddenly, then I don't think I'll be panicking about like dying in the crowd the whole time. So that's great, because, you know, health anxiety is what really got me into the worst place that I got to. Health anxiety was the biggest like theme that really fucked me up. And it's so funny to say, but I don't really worry about that too much anymore. It's kind of crazy to go from every time you leave the house thinking you're going to die or have a medical emergency, and all day long it's all you think about, to sitting and being like, God, I can't remember the last time I was like worried that I'm going to leave the house and have a stroke or something. Like it's kind of crazy. No, crazy. It is kind of crazy, and it probably sounds really like odd, but that was like terror. Like that was genuine terror, and I dealt with that every day. Real genuine fear and terror. And I never thought that I would see a day where I would sit and say, oh, I can't remember the last time I was worried about having a stroke. I kind of actually the other day was thinking about writing down all of my compulsive behaviours I did around my health anxiety, because it's sometimes I think back and I'm just like kind of amazed that I lived that way, and that I was doing so much compulsive stuff, and it was so normal, you know. It wasn't actually normal, but it became so normal in my life to do those things because it was like, it was that scary, you know. The idea of what my brain was telling me was that scary. And yeah, and I thought, you know what, I might sit down and write that list one day, just because I can look at it and be like, God, look how far you've come. Look how far you've come. Look how you don't like raise your eyebrows and smile every time you go past a reflective surface to make sure that your face can move still. Like it's nuts. It's actually nuts. It really is. Like I would do that every single time. Sometimes I would specifically go to the bathroom so that I could check that I can move my eyebrows on my face and my face like was moving properly. Like I just, yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I'm really not crazy. I'm really excited. I'm nervous about this concert, but I'm also like, fucking hell. What am I going to be stressed about? Probably the large crowd and the noise, and am I going to get a migraine from the lights? But the reality is, like, I think there's more of me that's actually quite excited to go to a concert again. That's a really nice feeling. Like that if you had like a pie chart, when you're feeling about an event or something you're going to. Oh, doorbell, one sec. Just got some deliveries, some Christmas presents. Yeah, when your main feeling is excitement for an event, or that outweighs like the anxiety and the fear, even if it's just now and when it gets closer I'll be more stressed, that's like an incredible feeling. For me, that's like, holy shit. I genuinely cannot believe it, you know? And again, if you don't believe you can get to that place, trust me, you can. Trust me, you can. I thought that I was hopeless and there was no saving me. Genuinely, I thought there was no way I'll ever lead a regular life again. I'm here. I am living proof that it is indeed possible. I'm going to a fucking concert. And I'm excited about it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how much more proof you need. But yeah, the prospect of travelling is still scary to me. Something I'm going to focus on next year too. I would love to be like excited about the idea of a holiday and the main feeling not be fear. And if this experience with the upcoming concert can teach me anything, it's that I never thought I would feel that way about a concert, and here we are. I have been to concerts previously in my life, and I was excited about them, but like I never thought it would be possible to get back to that place, and here I am. So I think I will be able to get to that place about travelling. So next year, I would really like to, and I'm planning to travel a little bit more. Probably we'll start slow with like not travelling outside of the country, but travelling around the country, staying, like going for like short weekends and stuff like that. And I think that's going to be really amazing. I don't know if this is really turning out like how I imagined it would, but I think it's okay, actually. You know, I hope people like it, this drawing. I mean, this video is also probably turning out not how I thought it would, but I hope people enjoy this patch. It's funny because when I was looking through my old sketchbooks, I used to draw a lot of like zombies and horror type stuff. I mean, also, you know, I was like emo, full emo back then, so it kind of went with the vibe. But yeah, I used to draw like horror type stuff. So it's just quite funny that I was looking through those sketchbooks and here I am drawing something that in a style as well that probably me back as a teenager would, I think actually maybe teenage me would think this is pretty cool. Would be like the kind of vibe, you know, because it is quite, I mean, it obviously this is based on a game that's creepy and horror, sort of psychological weird shit, but also this sort of like scratchy style. I used to draw this like floating like demon-y thing a lot when I was younger, and it was very scratchy. Yeah, you might hear Dexter screaming. And yeah, I think this would be like right up teenage me's alley. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, it's just quite funny. I might have to show this to my best friend. I'm really excited because he's coming to visit me next weekend actually, and also I just want to mention, like, I feel like whenever Dexter's in my video screaming, I don't really sort of like react to him, and it's just because he just yowls a lot now. He's older, he yowls a lot. If he goes out, he'll come in the house and he'll yowl, or if he hears me talking whenever I'm filming anything, or if I stream, he'll yowl a lot. And I just want to acknowledge that he just does that. And I might have said before, like when I took him for his last checkup, I said to the vets, I was like, you know, he yowls a lot now. Is that okay? You know, is there anything I should be concerned about? And they've checked. No. He was about to launch and knock my camera over. And they checked him over and everything, and they're just like, no, he's just old. He's just getting old. He's just an old man. He would just yowl a lot now, you know? So sometimes when I'm editing my videos, I look and I think, God, I must look like awful that I don't like stop everything and check up on him when he's meowing a lot. He's like, yeah, exactly. It's true. You should do that. But it is because he's fine. He's fine. He just talks a lot now. He's not like his yowl when he's distressed is very different to this, like the just sort of meowing that he does when I'm filming and stuff. So if he was like actually distressed, I would know and I would react accordingly. But yeah, I just wanted to. I mean, no one probably thought anything of it, to be honest. But I noticed it when I was editing, and I was like, oh my God, I probably look so mean that I don't halt everything and be like, oh my God, what's wrong? You know. But he just yowls all day. Well, not all day, but he just like talks a lot now. So I don't sort of, if I'm busy with something, a lot of the time I'll just let him crack on. Because, yeah, he's just yowly. He's just a yowly boy. Sometimes he yowls because he wants stuff he can't have. I mean, at the moment, I'm going to guess, right? And we're going to look at the same time. I'm going to guess it's nearly 3:30, or it is 3:30 right now. I'm going to let you guys see first. Okay, it's not. It's like 2:50. Well, he gets fed a second meal at 4:30, but he has gotten into a routine lately where he'll start fussing for it. If I'm at home, it's because I've been at home more as well because I was sick and then I had a bit of time off of work. And he will start fussing for it at 3:30. That's when he like starts his campaign of screaming for food. And he's so talkative now. And he's not like starving, by the way. He constantly has a dispenser that has kibble. So yeah, he's just a little grumpy old man now, you know? And it's so funny because he never really meowed all that much his whole life. He never was really too talkative. And he has his purr's always been quite quiet. And I used to always say like, oh, I wish he was a more talkative cat. I wish he would talk more. And, the universe has blessed me now. They're like, oh, you wanted him to talk more all those years, huh? Get this. Definitely making up for it in his older age, that's for sure. And I think that's why I was worried a lot as well, because I was like, oh my God, he's never been a talkative cat, and now he just yowls all the time. But he's just an old man. He's impatient. He's an impatient old man too, so he gets a bee in his bonnet about what he wants, and he won't let up, you know. But it's funny, he does get like that, like when I'm talking to the camera, like when I'm streaming, or if I'm ever on like a video call, oh my God, he'll go mental. And he'll like he'll clamber on me and he'll want to get in front of the camera and between me and the camera, you know, every time. And I'm like, this is really rude. I'm trying to talk to this person and I'm trying to see them and you're just like putting your asshole in the camera. But he wants all the attention. But yeah, I think I was saying my best friend's coming to visit. I'm really excited. And I think I'll show him this because I think he'll like it. And because he knew me in my teenage years. We met when we were young teens, and so he's experienced me and my like drawing trends and stuff. So I think he would probably look at this and be like, oh yeah, this is like something you would have drawn back then, you know. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We're gonna go for food for sure, but outside of that I'm not too sure what we're gonna get up to, but I'm sure I'll give you a little recap. I think it's turning out really cool, like really cool. This has been like doing the patch for Game Club has been really cool. It's meant that I've like drawn a lot of things, things I wouldn't normally, and with some of the Game Clubs I've tried to adopt like the game's art style as much as I can. Doesn't always pan out, but it's something I've tried to do. It's just like it's been a really fun experience doing that. This especially, I think, has probably been good. I mean, I really loved last month's. Last month's was Peak, and that was a lot of fun, because I really love the way Peak looks, and the characters in Peak and stuff like that. Like, that really has been great. Pushing myself out of my comfort zone in that respect has been a lot of fun. So I don't know if you have played this game. It kind of reminded me a bit of Papers, Please. Basically, like, the world starts to go to shit, and the sun basically starts burning up so much that it's like sets people on fire and shit like that in the day. Like, you can't go out in the daytime anymore because it's so hot, you'll get burnt. And yeah, you can't go out anymore. And then there's also these people called visitors that are apparently like coming up out of the ground or something. You have to like not You have to try and not let them in your house. So people turn up at your door, they'll like say weird shit, and they'll also like want to come in your house, and you decide whether you want to let them in or not. If you do let them in, you slowly learn like day by day the signs of a visitor, like by doing visual checks on people and stuff like that. You basically like, you want to survive till the end. The game has like multiple endings as well. We saw like 2 endings in our playthrough, and yeah, it's really eerie and weird. The Papers, Please element is like the part of it that remind me of Papers, Please is that, yeah, you have to like do all these checks and stuff. And it's also really eerie and weird feeling, and that's how Papers, Please made me feel too. But it was a lot of fun. It's very unusual. Very unusual game, but it was a lot of fun. Kind of, because when we do the game club, we put games that we like recommend people play if they enjoyed this one, and I put Papers, Please, and I put Hypnospace Outlaw because that was like set in a really weird world. I can't really remember too much what that game was about, but I remember it being really weird, and it like gave me the same vibe even though I can't really remember too much about it. Yeah, it's definitely odd. I mean, you can tell from like the art style it's weird. Like, it's maybe one that I'd revisit around Halloween. Be interested to know what other people think about it as well. I think I rated it quite highly because I mean I enjoyed it a lot, so that kind of makes sense that I would. So my plan for this one is to write something related to stream. On Devious George's channel he has a Murray counter, and so I'm going to do that because normally he'll hide the month number in the patch, and so I thought I would make the text on screen relate. I have like a number answer, and I thought I'd do Murray as the question. Oh my god, I think I've done it. Oh my god, I think I've done it. I think I've done it. Are you ready for the reveal? Oh my god, it's done. It's done. I'm actually really pleased with this patch. Peak was my favourite one, but this might have topped it this year. I'm so happy with myself. I mean, it's taken me all day, but I think I have a bit of time before my partner gets home to watch some more Critical Role before I have to get up and do dishes and cook dinner. So there you go. That's probably going to be the last of what I filmed for November. So I hope you had a good November. I look forward to seeing you in December. Yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Bye.